Hey everyone, I just saw Star Wars The Force Awakens, and I'm going to tell you right now, do not watch this. I've said it in the journal, I'm going to say it here. Don't watch this if you have not seen the movie. I know people like to see me rant, but by all means, go see the fucking movie first, then come back and listen to me ranting. Good? Good? You seen the movie? Cool. Continue onwards. You can agree or disagree with me as you please, but this is about to get ugly. Okay, first off foremost, the opening crawl rolled by, and I was so happy. It made me feel like a little kid again seeing Star Wars. You know, I saw the first time I saw Star Wars in theaters was the special edition when that got re-released in the 90s, and I was like, "Yay! I feel like a little kid again." Yeah, and the movie started, and I'm like, "Okay, all right, cool, starting up, watching it, yay!" And first off, the pilot character, he's cool, good for him. Finn, the stormtrooper, decent. Nothing, no real problem with him. He's a very good archetypal character. Same with Rey. All very good characters. The rolling ball droid, whatever. I actually didn't hate him. I was kind of surprised I didn't hate him. I was like, okay, you're an R2D2 stand-in. Good to go. Excellent. Kept watching, and honestly, it just went downhill from there for me. It was like, Luke's missing. Okay, why is he missing? Oh, he's missing because one of his apprentices went apeshit and killed everyone. Wait. Let me get this straight. Luke's apprentice fell to the dark side and killed all the other Jedi he was training over the past 30 years. Because, remember, this is 30 years after the Battle of Endor and all that shit. So, that's 30 years of training Jedi. One guy takes them all out, and Luke, what does Luke do? He runs away and hides. What? Luke runs... I mean, you're basically... I mean, okay, congratulations. Luke is now literally Obi-Wan Kenobi, apparently, because when all the Jedi get slaughtered by your apprentice, that's what you do, right? You run away and hide. No, even Obi-Wan tried to kill Anakin. He did. I mean, granted, he didn't do a very good job of it, but he tried. Apparently, Luke's response was, run, hide, let the galaxy fend for itself. So, there's that. I'm not going to go a whole lot of detail of what exactly happened in the thing, obviously, but I'm going to go address some major points which bug the shit out of me. And, yeah. First off, the entire movie is basically a combination of the original three films. All the scenery is almost, there's a few things that are not, thankfully not all of it is, but all the scenery is basically, oh look, there's Hoth, there's Tatooine, there's Yavin, oh, and there's Endor. Wait a moment, what are we doing? How did all these planets end up on the... I feel like we've been here before. I swear we've been here before. I mean, literally, they took all the fucking planets from the original three films and just threw them together to make this. And it's like, huh? You couldn't think of something more original? Even the original trilogy, even the prequel trilogy had more original scenery than this. But then, and of course, Finn and Rey, the girl, they all get together, run off with Han Solo. Cool. Han Solo saves the day. But Han Solo's running around in a big-ass freighter trying to get the Millennium Falcon, which apparently was stolen from him by somebody. Like some weird convoluted process of events. Someone stole the Falcon from him, which, cool. So what is Han Solo doing there? Why isn't he with Leia and company? Well, apparently his son, who is Luke's apprentice, went to the dark side, killed a bunch of people, and Han apparently lost his balls and ran off to hide and be a smuggler again because, oh no, my son is a bad guy. What? And I'm going to jump ahead to Leia. Leia had the same thing. Like Han abandoned Leia because their son went to the dark... No, and no. I mean, that actually happened in the old canon. Their first son, Jason, went to the dark side. They didn't hide. They actually tried. They tried repeatedly to bring him back to the light side. And when they couldn't do that and realized he was completely bonkers and killing people, what did they do? They participated in killing him. They protected his daughter. They kept his daughter alive, but they helped kill him. They helped kill their own fucking son who had gone apeshit. In this one, they're trying to save their son who has gone apeshit. Their son in this blows up not one, but 5 planets in the course of like 5 minutes. And they still want to save him. No. No, 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 no. Just Jesus Christ. And then, the other thing is, the planets they blow up are apparently the heart of the Republic. First off, they're not, as far as I can tell. Not one of them is actually Coruscant. Not one of the planets they destroy is Coruscant. So they didn't destroy the galactic capital. They destroyed something else. God knows what. And they apparently, in the process of destroying those 5 planets, destroyed the entire Republic fleet, which we never see happen. We never see the Republic fleet get destroyed. Just suddenly, these 5 planets go poof, and the fleet is destroyed magically. Where'd the fleet go? Where was the fleet? I didn't see a fleet. Did you see a fleet? No, I didn't see a fleet. No one saw a fleet, and the fleet somehow is gone. And plus, the First Order in general makes no sense. Here's this order, which apparently everyone fucking knows about. Everyone knows the First Order is a thing, but the Republic isn't doing shit to stop it. Instead, it's this little resistance cell led by Princess Leia, which, I'm like, you're buds with the leader of the Republic. In fact, you led the Republic at one point. And you're telling me that the Republic isn't willing to come take on this force that apparently everyone knows about that is terrorizing the galaxy? And the thing that's what confuses me, the Republic is around, and they even reference the Empire, the original Empire, a couple times, which it's hard to tell if the Empire is around or not, but neither of these organizations, these very powerful organizations, apparently seeks to stop the First Order. Now, granted, I haven't read any of the new comics or new books, so maybe I'm missing something. That's quite possible. But apparently, the galactic government did nothing at all to stop this group of dark side lunatics who are running around killing people willy-nilly. Why not? The fuck? And the story, literally, it's A New Hope. It's A New Hope all over again, just with different faces. It's like, here's the droid. It has information that we need to find Luke, to find Luke in this case, instead of destroy the battle station. Here's the droid. Use him. And it's like, and then we have to go destroy this massive battle station that's going to destroy us all, and we have 30 seconds to do it because it's going to. You guys literally. You couldn't come up with something more original than just copying A New Hope. The thing is, I went to this movie not expecting anything. I literally went there with a clean mind, expecting I'm going to like this. I hope I'm going to like this. I really want to like this. I love Star Wars, obviously. I write Star Wars all the damn time. But I couldn't like this. I tried so fucking hard to like this. And it's like, you guys fucked it. You turned Luke and Han into crybabies, apparently. I don't know how that happened, but you turned Luke and Han into crybabies. Leia's the only one of them that apparently has any balls. I think they gave all their balls to her. And even she's being silly. She's like, save our son, Han. And it's like, lady, he just blew up 5 fucking planets. There's nothing left to save. You're fucked. And sure enough, there isn't. He even kills Han. He murders Han. And it's like, I'm dreading the next movie because Leia's probably going to be like, you have to save my son. Like, no, your son has killed your husband. Your son has blown up 5 planets, and he is serving Lord Voldemort. He's gone. That's actually the worst thing about the First Order. The worst thing about the First Order isn't the fact that they apparently sprung up out of nowhere and no one thought to stop them. No! It gets worse. Their boss is Lord fucking Voldemort. He's called Snokes or something. Something weird like that. Snokes, something like that. Supreme Ruler Snokes. And he looks like Lord Voldemort. Legitimately, he looks like fucking Voldemort. There's no other way to say it. He's either Voldemort or he's his fucking twin brother. It's like, I'm looking at this you're fighting Voldemort. Where's Harry Potter? Didn't he get the Horcruxes? Harry, did you miss one? There's this asshole sitting on a throne. It looks like Voldemort. Did you miss something? Did Dumbledore die for nothing? Did all that fight? Hey, Abrams, JJ, over here, yeah. J.K. Rowling just called. She wants her villain back. I, I know. She hasn't used him in ages. She's not. He's not even in the new series, I don't think. But don't look at me. It's something about copyright infringement. I'm sorry. I mean, oy. It's it's bad. I mean, the ships are awesome. The ships look amazing. The troops look amazing. The combat sequences are awesome. The cinematography is amazing. The sounds are great. The aliens are awesome. But there are so many plot holes in it that make no sense. That make no sense whatsoever. You know, and like the Republic apparently gets taken out like that because 5 planets in some random system that isn't even close to Coruscant gets annihilated. And the fleet gets taken out with them, like I said. So it's like, okay, these planets got blown up. They're not. None of them were Coruscant. None of them were the Galactic Capital. So, whoop-de-doo. I mean, Luke is crying in a corner somewhere where all this is going on. Han apparently has been crying in a corner for the last few years, because his son went to the dark side. Instead of trying to fix it, he ran away. It's like, what? I mean, I hate to say it. Like I said, I wanted to like Star Wars. I really did. I was like, I'm gonna like this. I have to like this. I'm gonna like this. I want to like it, and I'm just like, I can't like this. I'd love to like this. I really would, but I can't like this. And I feel bad because some of my friends like it, and now they're like, yeah, it's a good movie. I'm like, mm-mm, mm-mm. Like technically, yes, it's an amazing film. Technically, it is an amazing film. Like I said, the effects are great. The sound is amazing, and the soundtrack's awesome. And it looks very pretty, but it doesn't. And it does look like Star Wars. It really does. It looks like Star Wars. Cool, but but it's all very pretty. I mean, I'm going to say this, and people are going to hate me for it, I'm sure, but Abrams did a better job making the Star Trek films than he did this. And that's sad because he butchered the Star Trek films. They're not even Star Trek films anymore. They're, sci-fi action flicks. But I would rather watch those. I enjoyed watching the Star Trek films, and I grew up with Star Trek, so it's not like I don't have a vested interest in that either. Uh, I enjoyed watching the Star Trek films more than I did this. I would rather watch. I will actually watch the Star Trek films again. I'm not going to watch this movie again, not unless someone wants to go see it with me. Someone wants to go see it, and I go see it with them. I'm not going to go see this movie again just because it completely annihilates everything that it doesn't make sense. And none of it makes sense. The plot makes no sense. The way the characters behave does not match the way they've behaved in the past 30 years in all the media they've been in. It's just like, I mean, if you know nothing about the expanded universe, if you've never read any of the books before Disney bought the franchise, if you've only come to the franchise since Clone Wars, and you've only read the Clone Wars material and stuff that Disney has put out since they've bought the franchise, then you're going to like this movie. You probably will like this movie. It's a good movie in that regard. If that's all you've been exposed to, it's an excellent movie. If you've been exposed to other stuff, you might still like it. I mean, my friends do. But if you take the time to look at the old material and then compare it to this, you're just like, you guys fucked everything up. I mean, none of these characters are behaving the way they should. The only one who is Chewbacca. Like, Chewbacca is the only one of the original characters they feature in this film who is behaving like he should be. Everyone else is like, Luke and Han apparently got, castrated at some point and have no guts anymore and are just hiding from everything. Leia is trying to fight and doing a good job, but her son blows up 5 planets, and what's she do? You have to bring him back and save him. I mean, yeah. Again, like I said, I wanted to like this. I really did. I wanted. I was excited. I went there with my friends. I was excited. The opening crawl came up, and I was like, "Yay! Awesome! This is this. I feel like a little kid. It's Star Wars. Hooray!" And then it just down the drain, and Yeah, I mean, what happened has happened. I was worried before that I was going to become an outsider in the Star Wars fandom because I couldn't get into the new stuff, and it's happened. I can't get into this. I'm not gonna get into this. It's. I'm gonna see the next two films and see what they do with it. I will do that, but I can't like this. I really, really can't like this, and it's unfortunate. It really is. I mean, I'm gonna stick to what I grew up with. I'm gonna stay with what is now called the Legends canon. I mean, I don't like Rebels, and I think Rebels is more true to Star Wars than this film is. I don't like Rebels. The characters are terrible, the storytelling's iffy, and it's low budget for a CG film, for a CG, production that is coming from Disney of all people. Um, and it did, Clone Wars, which had better graphics. It's like I actually think that Rebels is more Star Wars than this movie. And yeah, that's it, I guess. I mean, hell, they turned lightsabers into tasers. There's one big lightsaber fight in the movie at the end of the movie, and granted, one of the characters is wearing armor, I think, so that could explain his survival. But there's one character who's literally fighting this other guy. He's, Finn, the stormtrooper, is fighting Kylo Ren, the Darksider, wearing nothing but a jacket and a body sleeve, basically. His stormtrooper Under Armour shit, and he gets hit multiple times by Kylo's lightsaber. Doesn't do shit to him. It knocks him out of the fight, but he doesn't lose any arms. It doesn't cut anything open that I can see. He doesn't lose any limbs or nothing. It just it's like he's not wearing armor. He's not shielded. How is he surviving this? And same thing with Kylo Ren. He gets hit multiple times and somehow he survives. Now, granted, like I said, he is wearing armor, so it's possible the armor is protecting him. But like I've never seen lightsabers look that harmless before. Like it literally just they look harmless. Like like lightsabers used to be scary. You were playing a game, you were watching a film or reading a thing, and someone ignited a lightsaber, and you were like, "Oh fuck me!" Now I'm just like, "Oh, that's cute." And yeah, I mean, I'm gonna stop here before I start going in circles. But just they copied the story of A New Hope almost to a T. Um, Almost to a T. They threw in some new characters who are interesting but not very well fleshed out. Um, they butchered the old characters completely, and these there's so many plot holes that don't make sense. Why didn't the Republic stop the First Order earlier, since they apparently outnumber the damn guys? How did those five planets magically negate the Republic and the Republic fleet? I mean, we never saw the fleet get destroyed, but magically the fleet's gone. How has the Resistance done anything? Apparently, the Resistance's entire fleet is comprised of a few freighters and about 2 dozen fighters, and they've been fighting the First Order this whole time. So if they can fight the First Order, how the fuck has the Republic not been able to fight the First Order? It, yeah, just it's so badly done, and it sounds conceited, I guess, because I write Star Wars, like I say, but I would say my material is better done. I mean, I'm probably going to draw a lot of flack for that. It sounds arrogant as shit, but I would say I have done a better job with Star Wars than they have, which is a dick thing to say. I fully admit it's arrogant, it's conceited, and I shouldn't say it, but I'm going to say it. I feel that the material myself and my friends have created for Star Wars, fan created stuff, is more Star Wars than this movie is. And you can hate me for that. You can say I'm a jerk. If you're one of my DeviantArt watchers who's watching this, you can unwatch me. I don't care. I really don't. They've ruined it. I'm not trying to take away from it. If you liked the movie, if you enjoyed it, I'm glad for you. I'm glad you can still like Star Wars and enjoy Star Wars. I can't anymore. I have to go back. If I'm going to enjoy it, I have to go back to the old stuff. That's the only way I'm going to enjoy it anymore. Yeah. So without that, I'm going to continue writing my Star Wars stuff, and hopefully you still enjoy that after watching this. Take care, everyone.